Hey everyone, welcome back again to Ask Kush Anything 5 p.m. live from Malaysia, Singapore. And indeed, guys, I'm so excited to meet you again today. And it's going to be a very different episode as compared to what it has been for the past, I would say, around 6 to 7 days. And indeed, it's a Wednesday today, also the day one of Killing It on LinkedIn workshop for us, where some of the amazing guys are picking up how exactly can they rock their life and kill it with the amazing, amazing voice on LinkedIn or even get started on this platform. And I've already got some amazing ones to come in. Hi, Vibe Chirag from Malaysia. Brajender. Hey, Brajender. I can see Prasad. Hi, Prasad. And we have Chaitanya as well with us. Hey, guys. It's lovely to see you join us already. And I'm so damn excited. It is one of the episodes where we're going to talk about the heart and soul of the business, where it is all going to be sales and marketing, which I love to refer it as SAM. It's the SAM of the business. That's the topic of today. We're going to see, are we still in the traditional world or we've come towards the modern world or not? I'm going to share some hacks and processes through which you can transition from the traditional methods to the modern method. And I thought this time I won't do it alone. So I'm going to have someone with me, but hold on to that. Before that, I would love to know from all of you guys, what's your take on sales and marketing when it comes to business? Are you even keen or picking up? Are you keen to pick up? Like, how can you rock sales, get better leads, better prospects in your business? And how do you even go all out to market them? There's going to be a lot of sales talk, and tell me if you are keen to have those sales talk in the comment section with the word sales. Tell me in the comment section if you are interested to know all about sales and have a lot more sales talk today. Then in the comment section, let's put it sales, 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 because that's going to excite me. And today, my partner as well, who's going to be on the live show. Guys, as well as tell me from which part of the world are you tuning in? Like, what's the name of the city you're coming in from? And what is that one thing that you love about your city? like for Kuala Lumpur, as in I'm from Kuala Lumpur, and the thing I love about it is the weather, or I should say the weather of the country. The most favorite part of the Malaysia for me is the weather. It's tropical all around the year, and I can see sales coming in already. Guys, tell me in the comment section, do you want us to talk about more sales? How do you even get that, and where exactly are you going wrong? And if you are still in that traditional process, or you have already adapted to the modern methods, specifically because COVID has fast tracked the growth of adapting to modern techniques by minimum 5 times. Probably the growth that we would have seen maybe down the year in 5 to 7, we are seeing it right here, right now. So it's too fast for people to be able to navigate through the process of new sales technique, whether it is about virtual calls, whether it is about virtual prospecting, or whether even it's about just getting the basics right, because everything at the end of the day has evolved to the new normal. So is your sales in the new normal or not? Tell me in the comment section, are you excited to learn more about sales today? And guys, last but not the least, one more very important. Okay, I can see people from Nairobi. Hey, those who comes from Nairobi, and I love the industrialist spirit of Nairobi. Okay, that's amazing. I didn't know about that, so I learned something. So that's amazing. We have Ismail who's coming up from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, and tell us what's amazing about Riyadh. I would love to hear it from you. And we have marketing as a hashtag coming in. We have more people sharing sales and marketing both. And guys, trust me, we're going to talk about sales and marketing both. Okay, so I'm going to revise it. The word is going to be sales and marketing. I know it, you get excited, and I'm so happy that you guys have added it itself. So let's talk about both together on the technique side of it. And Chirag says, your valuable insights did wonders for my freelance business. Yesterday, I secured 2 big clients from US and UK. Really appreciate that. Congratulations, Chirag. Wow, this is amazing. And that indeed calls for a celebration. Chirag, treat yourself with one amazing meal indeed. I'm so happy for you. Congratulations. Give it up for Chirag for 2 new clients from US and UK. And guys, indeed, you know the drill if you have been on the show before. But if you not, then let me tell you, Alan has been super smart to put in his details already so that he has been on the show and he knows the drill. Awesome, Alan. So Alan has already shared his profile link because I'm going to review 2 LinkedIn profiles live today for you guys just to help you accelerate your growth on LinkedIn. And with this, if you want your profile to be reviewed, then let me tell you, today is the day. Go ahead, put in the URL in the comment section and get your profile reviewed today live with me. And now it's the time to talk about sales and marketing. And I can see a lot more people joined us already. We have Mohammed, we have Arun, we have Prasad, and more. So guys, drop in a hi. Tell me if you would like to pick up more knowledge on sales and marketing with the word sales and marketing in the comment section. And a big shout out. Can you just please go out and share this video, because because your one share can make a difference to a friend's life who can also get leads, get conversions like Chirag just did. So guys, be helpful, give first to get first. Indeed, please go all out and click on the share button, which is right below, and share it with your friends, with your family, and as well as share it on your profile so that people can know sales and marketing from traditional to modern methods. So let's get started for today. But before I do, I promise that today I'm not going to be alone. I'm going to have someone else with me as well. And before I get my partner on the show, I get a smile saying that Riyadh is famous for the country's financial hard shopping, sun dunes, rich heritage, edge of the world food. Okay, I'm a vegetarian, but I'm sure I can survive there. It will be amazing. And sun dunes, I've not seen them. I'm excited to really catch up with some amazing sun dunes. So let's get started with the episode today. And it's time to have someone on screen. Ta-ta-da, a 1, a 2, a 3. Bring it up for Anil Meghani. Hey, Anil. Yeah, awesome. let's rock it, man. Anil
Hi,
Meghan,
Khushbu. Yeah, go
absolutely.
ahead.
Let me give you a quick introduction. I know you're amazing at your own introduction, but let me do the honors today and then you can add in. So, Anil is the co founder of Beyond 99 and the founder of Salt and Pepper. Indeed, we have come in together to share with you some sales and marketing tricks and hacks because I call him the sales guy and I being the marketing girl. It brings in a lot of synergy and balance, and we have a vision to be able to align organizations with these two departments and make it one and focus on just one thing, which is growth. Isn't it, Anil?
Of course, Khushbu. I think that's one of the most important thing as a salesperson. I would say we all have to focus on the growth, which is the sole objective, and especially with 2019, 2020, the way it has gone by. I think 2021 is all everything is going to be about growth, growth, and growth.
Absolutely. So, guys, get started to pick up some great things about traditional sales and how you can, what is it that modern sales means today. So before we get into how you do it, it's important to first know what you need to do it, because just jumping into action is not something we are looking at indeed at this point of time. So let's get started, guys. I'm going to share
Yes.
one quick screen
But before
first.
that, Kush, since you talked about that drill, and I said, why should I be leaving behind? You talked about which country do you represent, and what is that one thing which you like about that country? And since the subject of the day is about sales, let me take this opportunity of saying I come from Singapore, and anybody who wants to do business in Southeast Asia needs to be in Singapore. The only reason because all the decision makers, your influencers, all are sitting in Singapore. Eventually, your executions may happen somewhere in any remote part of the Southeast Asia, but most of the decision makers are sitting in Singapore, and that's why I love this place.
Guys, I'm sitting in Malaysia and I love the country and I love the decision makers here. So Anil, let's not make it Singapore versus Malaysia. Trust me on that. People are gonna kill us on just asking. Let's not get into that.
No, what I
Absolutely
meant by yeah, it's the hub of the business basically. Yeah,
no doubt on that. Singapore is actually the Asia's commercial capital in a manner, and we do understand the value it brings in, and as other countries. So, no hard feelings for other countries, guys. We love all of them, and I understand Anil is a little biased towards Singapore, like I am for Malaysia, so it's okay, it doesn't matter. But indeed, Anil, do you think we got to ask them about the shark side of it, or let's jump into the traditional side?
no, I think we should probably start with the shark side of it because let's make it a little more engaging. Because I personally believe that if you are in sales, you have to be a shark. And just want to kind of understand from the audience out here, good, lovely people out here. Uh, when I say in sales, you have to be a shark. What are those adjectives which comes top of your mind, which resonates with shark?
Absolutely. And guys, I will have a little bit, because we have multiple audiences who comes from very different background and may not even focus on sales. So at this point of time, guys, I would like to bring your attention to something before you go all out to answer it. But if you know the answer, please go ahead and push it out in the comment section. Shark is a mindset of an entrepreneur who wants to go all out and make it happen. Shark is a mindset of a hustler who want to win it. And shark is a mindset of every single individual who is fighting the battle today to make it happen the way they want it to be. So do not even think that it's only about sales, but indeed, the sales guys, because they are the frontliners for the companies, they have to have the best foot front and at the same time a mindset of a shark. So guys, tell us, what exactly do you think, what comes to your mind when you hear about the sharks? And guys, in the comment section, shark has so many keywords to associate with. But with this, meanwhile, when you're typing in the comment section, I would love to start with the traditional side of it, Anil, because I think that's so damn important for people to pick up
Sure.
where sales was and where it should be today. So, of course, I'm going to put in a quick clip on the screen, guys, before we go further, because I believe that plays a very integral role. And love
Sure.
you, Malar, for the wonderful comment. Thank you so much. And let's quickly look to the screen, guys. Here we are. So, indeed, it's the first step here is about unlearning and the old school methods as you see prospecting, pitching, negotiating, and closing. And I'm going to bring us back on the screen, guys. Do keep it up in your mind, this visual, and let's get started. Anil, we have always been talking about prospecting, we've always been talking about pitching, negotiating, and closing. So what's your take here?
So basically, this is the old school because I could call myself as a veteran, or you could probably call me as an oldie. Where when I started my sales, and this was something which I was taught by my peers, by my superiors, and by some great training instructors. They said sales is all about prospecting, pitching, presentation, negotiations, and closing. And I think that still also is there, but I think over the time when things have changed for us, we've transited from the old school to the modern school. We've seen how we've transited from the offline world to the online world, and that's where the modern sales comes into picture. And let me give you a stats to lovely people out here. 68% of the people, okay, 68% of the B2B customers actually research online before going and actually speaking to a real sales guy. And this is from Forrester. So it's a real stats which is there. So the world has migrated, world has moved, shifted from the offline world to the online world. And of course, though this principles of sales remain, but we need to kind of shift ourselves to the modern sales attitude or mindset which is there. Yes, Kush, you were saying something.
Yeah, absolutely, guys, because it isn't at the end of the day, probably your objective can be negotiating, can be prospecting. But now the days have become, you know, I was always earlier in my career, I always used to run away from the word sales. I mean, it just feels like, is someone just being too salesy? And I'm like, I don't want to buy, man. Please, and that is the mindset that we want to change, Sales are the people who actually drive growth alongside, of course, marketing. I'm not saying they're the only guys, but they play a role there. But why do people run away from them? And one of the core reasons why people are running away is because they are missing out on one key element, which is themselves. They are human at the end of the day, and they're trying to sell to a human at the end of the day. And when we bring in words like prospecting and negotiating, it just seems like some theoretical process that the person has to go to get to the closing of the particular project that they have. So we came up with something amazing, which is humanizing sales with the
Good.
modern sales technique. And I'm going to show you guys how exactly are we humanizing sales for the organizations for you guys today live. And trust me, this will be the first time that I'm bringing this content to you guys, because this one is just for our B2B clients. I mean, the ones which we coach and consult, we only share it with them. And today we thought, let's bring it for all of you, indeed. So here it is, how you can humanize your sales in the modern way. And we're going to talk about each very soon. So here it is, guys. You change from prospecting, pitching, negotiating, closing to customer communication, challenge, and competition. Excuse me, competition. So let's get started one by one, very quickly, just touching base on what is it, how exactly prospecting. Forgive me, guys. This is the pro and con of sitting at the best place at home. So indeed, guys, let's hear it. So Anil, it was prospecting, and today it has become customers. I do understand the difference, but it'll be nice if you can share it with the audiences as well.
No, so you put it right. There are the few new, I would say, words for those old traditional methods. So that's why I mentioned those methods have not gone, because those will remain. But in the digital world, we need to kind of look at the whole shift has moved from prospecting. Whom are we prospecting? We need to understand customer, and customer remains at the core. And that's why these four C's are mentioned in the modern sales, which we have evolved for our clients. And that's the approach what we kind of follow. So it's all about the customer. We always heard those statements like customer is the king, customer should be at the center of your product roadmaps, customer should be at the center of whatever you're thinking. So eventually, whatever we are prospecting in our real life or in the traditional old traditional sales, it has to be around the customer. And as I mentioned today, customer is much more diligent. Customer understands much more beyond us, and today he knows about your product much more better than probably even few of your sales guys. So
That's a
prospecting is all about customer.
and that's a problem I think the organization must not have. The customer shouldn't know more than the sales guys. The sales guys should know the in and out of the product. But at the same time, guys, the reason over here we are touching on customer is because when you go from a prospecting mindset, you go from a mindset of a sales guy, and you don't think about your customer. That's the whole reason today the world has changed, and it's reason being humanization coming in. And with these guys, a quick shout out, because I have bought this for other lives. I think two more lives I did this. It will be unfair if I don't do it in this live as well. So guys, if you want a copy of the cheat sheet of how exactly can you crack your customer's mindset and get to know him deeper, so that you can get to the next phase easier and faster, which is from pitching and presentation to be able to go all out to communication. And that's a change that is so damn important here. So if you need the cheat sheet, guys, share the email ID in the comment section today, and we're going to collect the email IDs, and you're going to receive the cheat sheet by this week. And after a few hours, your email IDs will be removed for privacy reasons. So Anil, let's talk about communications now.
So communication always has been the core. And whenever I speak to a lot of sales team and myself in my early stages of my career, I always to find that communication is one of the most important part, and that's translates to the traditional method as pitching and presentation. How do you go and pitch? And the whole world is moved from offline to online. So your pitchings typically now would be on the Zoom calls, on the Google Meets. Okay, so how do you kind of manage that? How do you present yourself? How do you kind of pause? Because since now you're not in the offline manner, you are more on the online side of it. Very important for you to kind of understand those gestures from your client, take those right cues. I've seen most of the sales guys sometimes going off the screen on the video. You as a salesperson have to be on the Zoom call or on a Google Meet whenever you're interacting with your customer, because it's very important for you to be available. So communication is all about the way you present and pitch, and this could be yourself, your product, or your services which is there. So that's the second C.
Absolutely. And Anil, I do remember we were having a chat about the hey and the hi thing. As
Hi.
a millennial, and Anil is okay.
Oh, you can always call me a millennial, don't worry.
Of course, millennial with a white beard. So indeed, so I've always, as a millennial, I've always thought that hey has been a word which, if we use it, it's fine, but we have to be a little more corporate, and we have to stick with hi because we're young, and they will think that we're not. I mean, we might not be ready for the corporate world or so. But we and I and you were having a very good chat on this, that how important it is to be able to now go
Yes.
casual and more humanized as an approach. No more are the days where you go hi. I mean, we are not talking about the email language. We're talking about language where you put across yourself on the
True.
chat or on LinkedIn messages, because a lot of our part of sales also includes LinkedIn as a strategy as well. What do you have to say on that?
Exactly. So in fact, yes, today most of the communication, apart from the calls which the sales guys would normally have with their prospects, it is also about going and approaching your clients on LinkedIn. And today we all know the 85% of the businesses of B2B happen on LinkedIn today, because that's one of the most important social platform where sales guys goes and connect. So how do you kind of communicate on those platforms? How are you sending a invite, which we of course teach it on our Killing It on LinkedIn workshop, which is currently on for a group 7, and the group 8 has very recently started. So lovely audience, anybody who wants to kind of enroll for this group 8 workshop, please do that. Coming back to the sales, so I think that's so critical for us to kind of understand how do we communicate, how do we write, how do we send our invites to our customers. I think that's very critical, because as we said, maximum business happens via LinkedIn. So you need to understand that art of how do you communicate with your clients even on LinkedIn, which is a social medium.
Absolutely. So do not think about going for a pitch. Think about communicating to your client. With this, we go
That's
to the
right.
third one. I know that I mean, the time is just tick tick, but guys, value. Are you getting value out of it? Okay, let me just ask that before we go to the third one. Are you getting value from this conversation? Put in the word value in the comment section, because your energy is what energizes us to go longer than 30 minutes. Indeed. I mean, that's the promise we made, that it's going to be a 30 minutes live. But trust me, for the last 2 days, it's not happening. So, guys, tell me in the comment section if you are finding value in this conversation. And I'm excited to read all your comments. So, let's go
And
to.
if you guys are finding value, we'll continue with this more of sales and marketing.
Absolutely, guys. So let's go to the third one, which is we're talking about negotiating, and then it comes from the challenge point of view. Over to you, Anil. Please go ahead and share with us.
So that's, I think, one of the, I've always asked this question to whenever we were doing trainings for our B2B clients, or whenever in my sales team, I've always managed those. So one of the biggest challenge after prospecting is negotiation, because you will do a great prospecting, you will do a great pitching and presentation, but really, how do you kind of negotiate? And that's where the challenges come in. Because during negotiation phase of the sales cycle, you could probably see a challenge on the product side of it. He may not find your product to be valuable. It could be on your company side of it, which means they would say, oh, how many years you've been in existence, which are the clients do you service? Or it could be about the price as a challenge, because that's very critical. And that's why we always talk about this, which most of the sales guys would know, of the model called BANT, which is about budget, which is about authority, which is about the need, and it's about the timeline. So these are the challenges could come across the four, which is across BANT, which is called BANT. And yes, you all need to be ready for that. And that's why we call it challenges.
Absolutely, guys. And if you want your negotiation challenges to be more smoother, then understanding your client is the first process. Get to know them inside out. Get to know them even outside of LinkedIn. Like what do they do and how do they? Little spying is nice, just to understand that. So that's a secret, guys. Don't say it to anyone. But indeed, the idea is little spying is nice to just understand who they are from the inside and outside, so that you can be having a stronger pitch in your challenge round. And at the same time, understanding also involves, if you want to get a best understanding, share your email ID in the comment section. I'm going to really share the cheat sheet, which has been planned by all of us together, giving some sufficient time so that our B2B clients can crack their clientels better. So this cheat sheet is for the B2B clients, but we've brought it for all of you absolutely free. Just all you need to do is put your email address and I'll be emailing it to you. Yay, guys.
And uh, let should we share that in the quarter one we are going to come up with a great workshop called Negotiation Ninja?
Anil, you just did that.
Oh, sorry. Okay, I was actually asking you, but yeah, nevertheless, in the quarter one, we are going to come up with a great workshop called a Negotiation Ninja. How, as a ninja, you could probably get into the negotiations, face all those challenges like a ninja, and come out victorious.
Absolutely, guys. So if you are keen, do not miss out updates from the Salt and Pepper team, Anil, Kush, and Chetan. And we're going to share about it as and when it's absolutely out for all of you. So with this, we go to the last one out here, which is the last C, Anil. And let's talk about competition, which is related to closing as well.
Oh, whenever I hear about competition, I think some of the people get goosebumps, but I enjoy it. I think without a competition, suppose nobody is in the monopolistic market today. I doubt even if you would enjoy getting a deal without any efforts behind it. Okay, and that's where the competition comes into picture, because that's so critical. Uh, every deal would have a competitor, so very important for us to understand how your competitor is. Eventually, there are good friends from the industry, but you need to know them very well. You need to smell well. You need to understand in which business domain are they strong, how are they reacting to customers, which are their headpin customers, which I call it. Like in the game of bowling, the first one is called headpin. So who are the headpin customers? Where is their strength lies? Is it in products or is it in services? So I think if you know about everything about your competition, you'll be able to get the deal. And that's the whole fun of getting the deal from 3 or 4 competitors who are around, and you are able to again manage your numbers, sales numbers for them finally.
So that was, guys, a wonderful wrap to be able to walk you down from traditional sales to modern sales. We're going to talk about this in the marketing side of it, but that's for another episode and not today, because at the end of the day, time is limited and we are here for a certain period of time only, all for you guys. And indeed, tell me in the comment section one of the biggest sales or marketing hurdle that you guys face.
Yes.
We're going to take a look at those comments and come back with some sessions dedicated for those answers only. So, guys, it's your opportunity. Tell us one of the biggest troubles, hurdles, problems, or questions that you have in respect to sales and marketing in the comment section below. And we're gonna check it out after the live today, just to make sure that our next live session might just be about that. So indeed, guys, it's a wrap of how you walk from traditional to modern. And Anil, any closing note for our audience before we have to say goodbye to you?
No, I think yes, we all need to transition from the traditional to modern sales, and soon you'll hear a lot of from us, from our teams on the modern sales workshop. Again, if you're really very keen to know about modern sales or negotiation ninja, do let us know. And because we would like to kind of conduct and personalize and customize the workshop based on your needs, which are there. So thank you so much, Kush.
Absolutely, guys. So for the ones who are not connected with Anil, it's Anil Meghani right with me. Okay, here he is. Anil Meghani right with me on the screen. So guys, please go all out, connect with him, drop in an invitation, and he will love to connect, isn't it, Anil?
Of course, of course. That's one of the biggest thing about sales, which is one more C, which is connecting.
Absolutely. So it's all about being humanized in this world, whether you are in whichever field. And that is the beauty of the framework which we have come up in respect to sales at this point of time. Guys, thank you so much, Anil, for being with us in this show and sharing all about the modern sales side of it. It was lovely to have you, and the jacket looks great.
Thank you so much, Khushbu, and bye, lovely people.
Thank you, Anil. Hey guys, so how was that? Oh my god, I loved it so much. I hope you also did. Come on, tell me in the chat session, did you find value? Was it super awesome for you? And tell me, which particular sales method in the modern world are you following already? Communications, or it is about challenge, or is it about competitors? Which one are you going all out with? And now is the time to review your LinkedIn profile. So tell me who wants to get their LinkedIn profile reviewed live right here, right now. Indeed, it's going to be a session which is dedicated for your LinkedIn profile. Every day, I'm sharing inputs on a few LinkedIn profiles, and I do know that Alan has already shared his interest to get his profile reviewed. So I'm going to take him as the first person to be reviewed today for sure. And the second person is yet to be selected, guys. So it's not too late. Share it in the comment section. What do you think? If your profile is perfect, all good, great. But if you think a little feedback can help you get 10 times more views on your LinkedIn profile, please go all out. Chirag he really got 2 leads on LinkedIn and 2 new clients from UK and US, and that's phenomenal. Give it up for him. And guys, that's the reason why I say a powerful LinkedIn profile plays a very, very, very important role. So let me get going to Alan's profile right here, and let's get started. Till then, guys, tell me in the comment section, which of the modern sales technique are you already implementing in your organization or yourself? Which one of the modern approach are you already implementing in your organization? I'm excited to see your comments, and we have Alan Ling tuning in from Singapore. So I'm going to quickly take a look at his profile as well. And with this, guys, here I am back. I'm excited to read your comments and see. Okay, I've got a lot more comments, of course, but indeed, I will get started with Alan's profile today. So let me get sharing. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, here it is. So, hey, Alan, it's nice to see your profile here. And let's get started with your profile picture outright. So, The profile picture is good. You are probably with your iPad in your hand, and then you're looking up in the camera. It is an action driven photograph, which is nice, great, but this could be far more compelling and approachable if you could have a little more zoomed in version of it. If you could have a little more smile, a little smile, it would make a huge difference for the number of views that you're having up on your profile picture. As well as your profile picture at this point of time has a bit of a tension, and I'll tell you why. Because there are two door bars that are there, which is black color, and you're also wearing a dark color, so the contrast is not coming up well. If the same posture is on a clean white background, then it's absolutely cool, it still works fine with a little smile. But because of those black rods, it's just bringing a strong, I would say, not a strong contrast, and that's bringing attention to people's eye. So, indeed, having a profile picture which focuses on you rather than the background will be the first and the foremost thing that I recommend for your profile, because at this point of time, I see your background stronger than yourself. So, indeed, that's first thing. Second is, I see you using a skyline. So, I'm not too sure the skyline is of which country. Of course, you're based out of Singapore, so I'm still not going to guess it is because it doesn't have Marina Bay Sands. So I'm still not sure if it is of Singapore. But indeed, if you are about driving 8x returns for SMEs during difficult times, like this is more about COVID and there is hope, lead generation expertise is what you do, then Alan, why waste this real estate into something letting people assume you're about lead generation? This space is a lead generation machine. If you put across your call to action, your value proposition, both summed up together with a feeling that it's about difficult times and you can help them transition that difficult times to more of a better life for themselves by generating these leads, then put it out which can connect to your number, to your handle, to your email ID, or wherever you want to take people from online social media platform like LinkedIn to a one-to-one online platform, which might be over Calendly or a call. So an effective use of your cover is the most important thing out here. With this, of course, I'll go to the next important thing, which is the headline, which is driving 8x returns for SMEs during these difficult times. During difficult times is enough. I think these difficult times, you may or may not have it. There is hope. I feel that there's not too much of value that that word is adding in except emotional connect. So if you want to drive that emotional connect, it's absolutely fine. But if you want to play more with the keywords, then this is where you want to get a little more careful. So if people are looking for someone who is expert at lead generation, your profile might pop out. But what are the other keywords where your expertise lies? I really suggest you add a one or two more so that you have higher searchable possibility or higher probability to appear on the search results. So having a headline which has little more keywords, which is also about your expertise. So I do see you are in different space. So you can have marketing as a keyword as well in your headline, so that if people are looking for a marketing enthusiast or an expert, they can also get in touch with you. I see you have an about, which is very well reflecting to the marketing side of it, but there is no featured segment. Featured section is one of the most important section of your profile, and I'm going to show you what exactly I meant by that. So this is my profile, and if you scroll down, this is the featured section in which I've highlighted the Killing It on LinkedIn workshop. I've highlighted my Linkpreneur, the award, which is Trust Signal, the second award, or me at one of the events. So it's the entire profile that has been reflected where we do LinkedIn workshop. We have a podcast called Linkpreneur. We've been credible by XYZ organizations and also being as a speaker. So indeed, these kind of featured segment can make a huge difference to your profile. And this is what is my input for Alan's profile right here, right now for today, guys. Alan, tell me, how did you find it? Did you find value in it? What's your input on this? And for this, guys, a quick shout out to our LinkedIn workshop and to the amazing team behind the LinkedIn workshop who has made it happen. So if you are keen to pick up a lot more things about LinkedIn and start your journey on this amazing platform, build a brand for yourself, generate leads, reach clients, reach community, and network, then let me tell you, this workshop is one you don't want to miss it. 7th batch is happening right here, right now, and the 8th batch is next month. So, indeed, guys, I'm sorry. I had a very bad smell out here. So, indeed, guys, I have to tell you, please, 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 please check out the workshop and share it with a friend to whom it might add a lot more value to. So, with this, I'm going to go to the second profile very quickly. And I saw the second person coming in is, where is the profile? Where is the profile? Where is the profile? Doso Radido. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly, Doso. So let's look for Doso. Okay, I'm just searching for Doso. Yeah, I got it. Awesome. So let's share screen and let's have a look at his profile together, guys. So Doso Rahido is coming in from Kenya. Lovely. He's a publisher, influencer, thought leader, and performance expert. Wow, that's phenomenal. So many great things together. So Doso, your profile picture is lovely, but it would be nice to see a little bit of your smile as well, because that would make you a lot more approachable. But indeed, it's a great picture. If that's the profile you want to push it out, then please, if that's the voice you want to have it for yourself, please, it's absolutely okay. But a little smile is no harm. Now, because I shared some feedback with Alan already, here on the headline side, you are a publisher, influencer, thought leader, and a performance expert. But in which particular niche? People, if they're coming to your profile, now there are influencers who are fitness influencers. There are influencers who are LinkedIn influencers. There are people who are Instagram, TikTok influencers. There are influencers who are business influencers, who are, I mean, movie influencers. So what is the niche that you have is something which is missing in the headline at this point in time. Plus the asterisk which you have right up there, the star sign, I think that's not required. You can have a pipe, because the star sign is usually a mindset of the people to correct things. You know, in the chatting language, we use that to correct. And whereas a pipe in between, as it is on my profile, you would see this can help people distinguishing your one keyword to another keyword. As well as on your headline, you can add a present continuous tense statement, like a verb which is doing, which is how exactly do you drive change in your target audience's life. I'll give you some examples, because at this point in time, I don't know your exact profession. So I'm just gonna take some examples from the point, which is you're from the business operation side of it, director of business operation. I see it from your description right here. So you can say that you're helping businesses to drive high efficiency and productivity within the teams. And that's what you're doing with your company at this point of time. As well as, of course, there can be a lot more things about you which is redirected to influencer or a thought leader side of it, that how exactly you being a thought leader can bring a change to your target audience life. Like for me, I have it up on my headline, which is helping businesses and individuals to drive growth through LinkedIn and modern sales, as well as a mix of marketing. And that's my value proposition. So please go all out and check that out, how you can make this more powerful for yourself and come all out as powerful as your profile picture. Of course, the cover photo is missing, so it's a must. It's a must, and I've shared some inputs already with Alan. So please apply that same for yourself, because it will play an integral role. Currently, the entire space is getting wasted, and people don't get to know about you. So it'll be nice to know about you. As well as, of course, you have the experience, which is the director side of it. If you have any other experience from the past, you can also add that, because I see that is something that's only one. It's okay if you have the one thing, but if more, please add it, please. For cover, try out Canva. It can make your life very easy to create a cover for yourself. So with this, guys, I'm almost wrapping up for today, and it was all about sales. It was all about marketing and modern and traditional methods. I hope you enjoyed it. A quick shout out for 3 things. First, guys, if you need a cheat sheet of how exactly can you crack down your customers, your client, your target audience perfectly well, then I'm going to share the cheat sheet with all of you who have shared your email IDs in the comment section by this week. Second, Guys, tell us where exactly are you facing concerns, problems, or any kind of hiccups in respect to sales and marketing. And I would love to hear your inputs and cater to those problems in the following live session. So please share it in the comment section if you're facing anything to do with the sales and marketing or the growth side of it of the business. Finally, is Killing It on LinkedIn workshop. The next batch is on happening in February, so do not miss out if you want to rock star your journey on LinkedIn. And indeed, guys, some phenomenal people have already signed up, so it's limited. Make sure that you do not miss it out. Hey, Rosaline, it's nice to see you sharing your ID as well. And indeed, guys, just for a quick one, all the email IDs will be deleted after 2 to 3 hours for privacy reasons. So take care of yourself. Bye bye. Rise and shine.